Hello and welcome back to my channel where today we're going to take a closer look at this Decathlon Rockrider ST100. I bought this thing for just $98, including free shipping from Walmart.com. Here is a quick overview of the Walmart website showing where I purchased the bike and how it is currently, as of this video publishing, available in all four frame sizes, small through extra large. I'm 6'1", so I chose the extra large frame. The bike got to me in just one day after ordering it, since I'm fairly close to the local Walmart distribution center. And we're going to take it out of the box and take a look at it. But here's how the bike is going to come to you in a large size bike box with some packaging protecting the frame of the bike, but not a ton of packaging. I'm pretty impressed that the bike was received without any cosmetic damage. Very, very large box. You can see the handlebar is attached in the stem in there. That's part of the reason why the box was so large, is because it had to accommodate that. Pull it out here and we'll check some things over. So this is a kind of sport trail, all-terrain, not quite a full-on mountain bike, just a recreational type of a bike that you can use for riding on bike paths and greenways, gravel trails, things like that. It's not intended for rough and tumble use, but perfect bike for riding around the neighborhood, maybe doing a little bit of light duty commuting. It does have fittings on the frame and the fork for fenders. Very budget drivetrain on this thing, a 3-gear by 7-gear drivetrain. The crankset is all steel with plastic coating over the crank arms to kind of make it look like they're aluminum crank arms. That's one thing I'm not super stoked about, but again, for $98, you get what you get. This bike does retail for $400, so you kind of start wondering, is that appropriate at that price point? But overall, it's a really nicely made bike. It does have a lot of house brand components from Decathlon, which is a French sporting goods brand. B Twin, not really sure what's up with that name, but they use that component name on a lot of parts, including the crank, the derailleur, brake levers, tires. The handlebars are steel, the stem is aluminum, the seat post is steel and fixed. It goes up and down, of course, with the Crookley's lever in the frame, but the tilt, the angle for the saddle is fixed. It's welded. You can't adjust that, which is sort of strange, but it is a 27.2 millimeter diameter post, which is a very, very common size, easy to source if you would like to replace that for a tilt adjusting seat post. Check out the little toolkit comes with it, combination wrench and some hex wrenches along with a Phillips wrench for the various different fittings on the bike. I did attempt to assemble this bike with the supplied toolkit and almost got it done completely except for the left side or non-drive side pedal, which had some issues threading in. I had to get out my Park Tool Professional pedal wrench, which provides more leverage so I could get that thing threaded in, but it ended up going in without being cross-threaded or anything weird like that. So ultimately, not too bad of an assembly. I kind of put this thing together sort of as most any average person would. I do have the benefit of using a bicycle repair stand, and if I needed all my bike tools, they were on hand. But again, all I had to use was that pedal wrench. And the bike was fairly rideable out of the box. The drivetrain did shift through most of the gears. I had to adjust the limit screw for the largest cog on the rear cluster. Brakes were okay out of the box. I had to adjust the pads, how they strike the rim, and the lever arm tension so the brake pads would turn evenly left to right when you squeeze the brake levers. But it would function out of the box. It just wouldn't be perfect. Now, after I did get this thing all assembled, I went back through it, double checked all the adjustments on the hubs, headset, which was too tight, I did adjust, and so far it has turned out to really work pretty well. Here is the bike completely assembled and outside, so you can get a little bit better look at everything. And overall, I'm very impressed. The finish on the frame is super nice. It's like a nice matte finish with the decals integrated into the finish. They're not like a stick-on sticker over top of the paint, and it does have a stick-on chainstay protector to help protect that part of the frame from chain slap, although it's fairly thin. I'm sure if you ride this thing on a lot of bumpy trails, it'll put up in no time. And yeah, really just pretty amazed at what I was able to get for just $99. Now, what am I going to do with this thing? I don't know. I've got a bunch of other nice bikes. Maybe I'll use it when I go on vacation so I don't have to take an expensive bike. I'll certainly ride it down to the corner 7-Eleven to go pick up, adult type beverages if I am inclined to do that. But otherwise, I just kind of wanted to see what a $100 bike would be like. And this being on clearance ended up being a really, really good deal. So, again, not super high performance, but suspension worked really smoothly on this thing. I'll show you a clip of that here in a minute, showing the compression on the suspension board. And as you'd expect, as an inexpensive bike, it is a fairly heavy bike, even though they try to use aluminum on some of the components, like the frame and the rims. A lot of steel components, like the cranks, and just nothing is made to be particularly lightweight. So the weight ended up coming in at almost 34 pounds. I tried to show the weight on my little luggage scale, but I just couldn't get it straight enough. But about 34 pounds, 33 and a half pounds is what you got. So appreciate you taking a look, and hope this was useful for you. So please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you again on the next video. Thank you.